Hi everyone. Bit of a monumental week, I guess, because we crossed the 2,000 subscribers on YouTube this week, which is very pleasing. I say it's just me, isn't it? And I'm doing a very niche thing in these videos, so I'm sure it's not, no doubt it's not for everybody. So anyhow, if you're one of those 2,000 plus who've subscribed to us, a big thank you to you. We've had a busy week. It's been successful. I'm happy with progress, and that kind of came about because we worked hard, I guess. But the thing is, I was away. I went to England last weekend, and so had Friday, Saturday, Sunday where we didn't do anything on the boat at all. And then you come back with your batteries recharged and keen to get on, and that was quite successful. So I've been out every evening this week. Good day today. It's Saturday, so we've got on well. And what's happened is that the first thing I did was I put on a second coat of epoxy to seal the aft deck. So that's all sealed. It's waiting for the glass, but at the moment it's sealed and can wait happily till that's ready. I also filled these grooves. So you saw me routing those grooves along the board joint. Perhaps I should say a word or two about those, because that's what I do. I don't scarf the boards together, as some people do. I just use butt joints. Obviously I make sure the butt joints aren't in the same position in each of the two layers, so I try as far as possible to get the butt joints in the middle of the other layer of board, which is easy enough. And then I route these V grooves along the joints and fill them so that we get a smooth transition from one board to another. I've only got one fill at the moment. They need a second fill. I shall use an easily sandable filler, epoxy filler for the second fill, so we can get, I say, that smooth transition. And I think that kind of leads me into talking a little bit, because before I started building this boat, I actually bought the plans about over 10 years ago and spent a lot of time reading up everything I could find about these boats on, obviously Annie Hill's book and the internet in particular. Yeah, and I think I've probably read just about everything that's on the internet about these boats. I've certainly read a lot. And I believe I'm right in saying that the original design concept from Mr. Benford was for layered plywood, as we've all done, with butt jointed boards. And the point being that because you've got 2 layers on the deck, on the hull sides, 3 layers on the bottom, you can stagger the butt joints and so you don't need to scarf. I believe I found a very old design concept where the boards were glued together with roofing bitumen, I believe. And so, obviously everybody uses epoxy or I've used the Semper Rock, I don't know these days, but I believe one of the earliest concepts was with roofing bitumen and galvanized steel clout nails for the boards fixing. And years ago I actually did some experiments with using roofing bitumen to glue plywood together, and it kind of works. It wasn't a disaster, but in the end I didn't go down that route. Anyhow, back to what we've been doing this week. I say that was the aft deck, and then Kerry, you'll have to come this way and turn around, because you can see that we've got the second layer, or at least most of the second layer on the cabin house aft end. And then 2 boards, one each side for the cabin side. So we've extended now beyond the aft end of the cabin house. And that's the start of the boards that will be the coamings. They've got to be cut down in that curve that these coamings have. So they're on. Let's go up onto that board there and slide back to you. That's it. How's that look up, Age?
Yeah, that's good.
We push your corner up there.
Yeah, that's good.
First thing we need to do is mark this bottom line really. That's, let me see through about there somewhere. Right here. Okay mate, that can come down. I suspect that'll be very
Oh, it's pretty straight.
right like that. Yes, you're going to cut that there. And then, right. Good. Now I hold that, and you draw a line down there nice and tight in the corner there. You got it?
Also going to come onto that.
Go on, draw it down. Oh.
I'm going to put the board over.
This ball goes first, and the side ball goes behind. Good, huh?
I know.
Lovely. Cut that line first. Two. Like that. Right to work too.
I'm getting wood back here.
Lines up. Now you can push that end up. Yeah, up, that's good. Can't go anywhere now. So, I think what we're going to do is get a ladder. You keep that pressed in there, that's nice. I'll go along the top there and nail it on. That's good, that's very nice. You're pushing really hard now. So that's where we are. We're getting on very well. It's been a good week. It's been mainly mild, which is cool. What I'm doing now is pressing. I really want to get this decking, the main deck, on before Christmas, and that's kind of a bit dependent on the temperatures, but we'll see how we get on. Well, I guess that's about it for this week. Yeah, have a good week wherever you are, and see you next time. Bye.
Riches in the sunset, stand out to sea. Tell me where you're going so decisively. What's your destination? Tell me where you're bound. We can move together where adventures abound. Running free before the breeze. Are there many days such as these?